So you've probably heard a lot about what AI agents are, but I'm going to show you how to build and deploy one today in just a couple minutes. And so we're going to jump right into it. In front of me, I have a Replit app. I'm going to share a link with you to remix this app. You'll be able to run this exact project without any installation or configuration in your browser in a couple minutes. And the only configuration I've done is dropped in my OpenAI API key. So I have 35 lines of Python. What's going on? Well, I'm defining an agent. That agent is backed by GPT-4o Mini. Just giving it a very basic system prompt, and I'm giving it access to some MCP servers and tools. Now, if you don't know what an MCP server is, I have a 3-minute video walks through everything you need to know. Think about it like a tool written by someone else. It's actually a little bit more complex. It's a set of tools, typically, that AI has access to, can do stuff. Here we're giving access to MCP Fetch, which lets AI fetch the contents of websites. We're also defining a very simple tool, getTime. I did this to illustrate what a tool definition might look like, just to inform, like, you don't need an MCP server for everything. You can also just define tools. Now, we're defining an async function so that the MCP servers can run separate simultaneously from our agent. The agent can do stuff in tandem with them and saying, hey, get the contents of docs.replit.com/updates and summarize them, but then also give me the time when you get this content. So now all I have to do is click run. This app is configured to just run Python main when I click that button. And our agent's going to go out, perform that action, give me the time, and return the summary here in the console. The cool thing, right, is that if you go to ChatGPT, if you go to Claude, typically it can't do this kind of stuff. So here I get, at this timestamp, a summary of the contents. Now you can imagine, right, starting to string together APIs or other services. Maybe, you take this summary, you transform it somehow and you push it to a blog, or you send an email, or you take some action based on that. And that's all well and good. But you're probably, running this on your machine. If you haven't used Replit before, this might be new to you. You still have to click the run button every time you do that. So maybe you want to deploy this, right, to the cloud. That's really where the power of Replit comes in. And we're going to go to scheduled deployment here. And one of the great things, we have natural language, and we don't need a build command because this is very simple Python. We're just going to run, took a second to populate there. We're just going to run this script every Friday at 9. So now I've defined my agent. I've given it access to tools, and I'm saying, okay, now I want to put it live on the internet, and I want it to take these actions every Friday at 9 a.m. Replit's going to bundle that up, deploy it to our servers backed by Google, so you'll know it'll just run every week. And just like that, I built an agent. I give it access to some MCP servers, some tools. Then I deployed it where it'll be able to take some actions every week. And so end to end, this is how you can build an agent, give it access to tools, and have it live on a server, have it take some set of actions on a schedule. And really, this only took a few minutes. So the future of AI agents is now. I think this MCP and tool use stuff is going to be really interesting to follow. And what I want to illustrate is you can get started with this stuff right now. And even if you want to save some time, use Assistant, use our AI tools for expediting these builds. But yeah, this is end-to-end building and deploying an AI agent with Pydantic AI. Until next time, peace.